All right, today we are back out and we are working on, we're actually going to work on the 52 again. I want to get some of those things sorted out and I'll show you what I mean. So yeah, Bill's going to help us out and we're doing some of the wiring stuff. So actually we've got to get some diagrams on the wiring piece and on the bracket. There goes the UPS guy. So yeah, we're going to try and get some good images for Bill. And while we're doing that, we'll also be taking a look at that linkage. So Bill's got us on this app. It's called Abound. And basically it'll map up. Yeah, okay. Allow, yeah. So basically it'll map out the image. And so we can get like a 3D mock-up. I mean, this is the one that we did before. You can kind of see it's pretty cool because it gives you like this three-dimensional piece. And so for looking at that alternator bracket, it'll really help kind of get the dimensions there. So I think I'll probably pull this battery and see if we can get a better scan. So what's awesome is it collects all these data points and you just go through and scan and it maps it all out. So once we start scanning it, it starts getting the image. It's really cool. Now to do a good job on this side, I think that we're gonna actually have to take that alternator out. We're gonna take out the alternator. It's just 2 bolts. But that way we get the best image possible, you know. And of course, if I can remember the right size. Luckily we got the wiring all set on it, so all right, we're gonna take out this alternator just so I don't forget. All right, this is how we got it hooked up. I'm taking a video of this because I'll go back and reference it later. We're just gonna disconnect that one wire though. Well, I guess we'd have to disconnect that one maybe too. Keep getting bit up by mosquitoes out here. What's going on? We just got this bottom bolt now. Probably gonna just take off the bracket. That'll probably be the easiest way. All right, alternator's off. Now we can start mapping it out and, you know, just getting this zoned out. So hopefully we can get Bill's help there because Bill is the man. Bill really is awesome. All right, so we'll keep those out of the way. We'll map this section out. Hopefully yeah, okay. Let's start doing that. All right, beginning the process, we're going to do like this. And it's really cool because you just go in here and just let it start doing its thing. And you're just trying to get every possible space you can. Now, there's got to be some technique to this because some of the scans I've done have not turned out well. So let's see how that does. Sometimes I think less is more. So we just go process. So now what's awesome is we've got a 3D scan where now he can take a look at this. We can send this to Bill and it's got the bolt holes there as far as where the original generator bracket went. And he can use this for helping us with the bracket. So this just gives a good detailed picture. Let's see if I can get you. So now we can just send this to Bill and hopefully this will help Bill help us. So this is a really cool app. Not sponsored or anything, but this is what Bill uses. And so, you know, good find, Bill. This is awesome. Now, because Bill's helping us with the wiring part, we're also going to try and get a good image of the entire engine bay. That way he can see the wiring components also. Now, the video part probably looks cooler when you do the video, but what I actually like better is taking the photos because you can upload, it takes at least 20 photos, or not upload, you would snap 20 photos, and then it'll process and give you that 3D image. It's pretty killer. So again, I mean, the level of detail that you get from these scans, I mean, you can see there's the front of the car, right? There's the engine bay. And it's pretty killer. I mean, this will give Bill basically the closest look that we can give him, and he can actually go into whatever detail he needs. So this one was more for the wiring, so you could see and measure which wiring, you know, for across the engine bay, that sort of thing. And the other one we're sending for the other part. All right, so we got the scans done for Bill. So now what I want to look at is the linkage and looking upstream a little bit to see if maybe it's that other part that's not allowing things to line up. Okay, so when you're looking through the top, right? So this component right here is where the shifting knob is. We just changed out that little rubber bushing, but then it drops down, and it drops down basically down there. And that's what we're interested in looking at, is the linkage on the bottom down there. I don't know what adjustment we have available, but basically where it drops down, that little section before it goes back. So we're gonna lift her back up and take a look. All right, get her lifted up here. We'll crawl under. Safety first, always use your floor jacks. Boom. Tight squeeze, baby. Okay, so actually I think we might be good. Okay, so this is what we were looking at before. Of course, our e-brake is disconnected. All right, but oh, actually, this is the joint right here. Oh, it does have a grease cert. That's interesting. But this is where it actually comes down. And shoot, how can I get my light to stay? There we go. All right, so that's the brake, but this is for the shifter for sure. And it is weird because it has kind of a dual thing here. I mean, okay, here's our clutch adjustment, which this is probably what we need to adjust. Oh. I wonder, you know, this is not the right spring. We just put a spring on there. You know, if this isn't pulling back enough too. Oh yeah, look at that. I would say that's maybe our culprit. Because you can see right here, it's not, it doesn't look like it's even touching it, which means we've got an adjustment issue, I think. And I think I shouldn't be able to pull it that easily. But that's probably, well, that might be really good news. Maybe that's what our problem is. Because this can be adjusted, right? I mean, you can out screw that. These connectors are worn, but I don't know if that would be enough to, and there's definitely a lot of slop right there. Oh, man, my eyes can't see. I hope the camera can see. I can't see because it's too close to my face. I can't focus, but there's definitely a lot of slop right here. I mean, look at all that. Oh. The grease cert's interesting. It's really interesting, actually. Now it seems to be moving really easy. I don't know what gear I'm in, but it's so weird how it has this cross deal. And again, you know, that crosses over and goes to those connections. So that's really the only other connection. That's for the e-brake, which that line is toast. So I don't know. I mean, look, ideally, I would just swap all this out. But this is budget build, budget time, baby. So budget means working with what we got. And this is what we got until I win the lottery. Look, that seal actually looks like somebody replaced that. That's a nice seal right there. Okay, well that's good. Got grease dirt there too. I think what we need to do is get the correct spring. I mean, this spring I don't think is doing us any justice. Might be just enough to pull the pedal back, but probably not pulling us out of gear. And then let's see what adjustment we need to do here to make that work. Oh man, look at this. Look at that. Somebody used a nail. I can't focus my eyes on the screen, but hopefully you can see. Somebody used a nail right here. Look at that. That's hot rodding for you, baby. But definitely not the correct deal there. So, yeah, I don't know. Which one does this one go to? What's that rod go to? I don't know. Can't tell where that rod goes. But either way, I think this is going to be the source of our problem. So I think what I'm going to have to do a little research, figure out what we got to do there. So you're probably wondering, well, what's going on with Frankie? Well, Frankie's next weekend. We were going to start this weekend, but I need to get these scans back for Bill. And it's actually kind of a relief because I feel like maybe we found the smoking gun, but I'm interested to hear your guys' take on that one. Maybe I'm wrong, but that makes logical sense. So I could see that being the case. But either way, next weekend we're going to start working on Frankie. We're going to pull Frankie on the side of the house. We're going to start working on kingpins. And we're going to start actually working on a new paint job. Yeah. I mean, I got to. His paint looks so bad right now. The rattle can job we did like 5 years ago is starting to show. So, yeah, it'll be fun. Hopefully it won't be as bad as I'm picturing. But yeah, Frankie will probably start next weekend is the plan.